Hey there fellow Guysians, it's your girl Odile. In this video, I'm talking specifically to single parents. I'm gonna share with you 10 of my absolute favorite services that are available to parents raising their children on their own. And these services, if you have never heard of them before, please go and inquire at your city office because they are yours to take an advantage of. So do not go anywhere. The single parent discount and exemption system is incredible. This is where single parent families can receive exemptions for residence tax, pension, exemption from paying oversized garbage disposal, reductions in their water and sewage bills, free garbage bags if your city requires that you pay for your own garbage disposal. You can also receive reduction on your JR commuter pass, and you can also access free tickets for metropolitan transport system. That is the bus system within your city. If you haven't heard about these exemptions, go check them out now. But not before you finish watching this video. So as the name suggests, help. This is where someone comes in to help support you in raising your child. So that individual will offer childcare assistance, whether it be to pick your child up from school, to take them to school. If you are ill, then that person is able to come in and watch over your child while you recover. That person can take your stead if you are hospitalized, if you have to work out of town, or if you just need some time off or need some me time to attend some kind of gathering. It doesn't always have to be work related, but once you need that extra support, then you can utilize the home help service. This individual may also help you with your cooking and your washing and your cleaning as well. So in my city, the cost for this service is between 0 and 1,590 yen per hour. It starts at 0 because it also depends on your income. To determine how much you will pay per hour for that service is dependent on your income. But right now, the highest that you will pay is 1,590 yen per hour. Now, the child short stay is very similar to the single parent home help service. The only difference is that the home help comes to your home. While for the short stay, your child actually goes to a facility within your city. That's a designated facility the city chooses, and you just take your child there to that facility. So if you have to travel overseas, maybe for work or for some emergency, maybe you are hospitalized and you are not able to care for your child, then the city offers this service to you where your child can stay at a designated facility. So your child can either stay at the facility for one day, where you take them in the morning and then you pick them up by around 8 p.m. If they're going to stay overnight, then that comes at a cost of about 5,000 yen per night. And again, depending on your income as a single parent, you can receive subsidized fees or an entire exemption. For the day trip, that costs about 3,000 yen for your child to stay at the facility for the day. And you do not need to worry about what they will eat or if they will be taken care of. Your child will be well taken care of and they will be fed. You do not have to pack food. Maybe you can have them go with their favorite snacks. However, the meals are prepared there for your child. And if your child also needs to attend school or your daycare, then that is also arranged for your child. Here's also something to note. This service is usually not available during public holidays, so be certain unless it is an emergency. Then for example, you get ill and you are hospitalized, then exceptions can be made in those situations. So if you are going to apply for this service, please make sure you make your application at least 7 days prior to the time where you either need to travel or you need to go in for a surgery of some sort or some medical treatment of some sorts. However, in emergency situations, then the time for your application, it's not necessary. If it's an emergency, it's an emergency, and the service is available to you to use. With a single parent medical expenses subsidy system, along with your health insurance, you also get like this very special certificate that you present with your insurance when you are going in for some medical treatment. However, you can only receive subsidy if that medical treatment is covered by your health insurance. If not, then you have to pay out of pocket. So the subsidy system that shows the maximum that you are to pay out of pocket for any medical treatment that is covered by your health insurance. Let's say you have a challenge paying your rent. You are about to move from one home to the next, and you need that money in order to cover the moving cost. Maybe you need money for your child's tuition or uniform or supplies, or you yourself are looking to pursue higher education and extra cash could really help you, then the single parent loan system is something you can access. And usually for these loans, there are no interest, and you have up to 5 years or more to repay these loans. And you can get from about 200,000 up to about 400,000, depending on what the situation is. So oftentimes this is a case-by-case situation. So if you want to know if you are qualified for a loan, then you can go to your city office and inquire about getting a loan as a single parent who is now looking to cover some expense that you can't really do out of pocket. So go check that out. So the child wearing allowance is maybe something you already know about. So this is where you receive about 43,000 yen per month for your first child. And then for the second, third, or fourth child, you receive a smaller amount per month. And usually these payments are not made every single month. Usually about every 3 months, you receive like that 3 months portion, and that is money is paid directly to your account. Now, the child upbringing allowance is very similar to the child rearing allowance, but it is completely different. And you can actually get both of these allowances together, the child rearing allowance and the child upbringing allowance. So for the child upbringing allowance, you receive about 18,000 yen per month for each child that is below the age of 18. And again, you have to be making below a certain amount to have access to either the child rearing allowance or the child upbringing allowance. And you also have to prove your single parent status. Now, the single mother, single father education and training benefit, I know that's a mouthful, is for those parents who you want to elevate yourself. You want to go back to school, maybe to get some certificate, a diploma, or a degree. Then the government is offering you between 40 to 60% of the tuition fee to cover this education or training course of your choosing. And you can make the applications directly at your city office or through the ministry. So if you are looking to pursue a higher education to increase your chances of being employed within a particular field, then this service is available to you for the government to pay between 40 and 60% of your tuition. If you are able to secure a job within a year after completing your education, then the government also give you additional money towards completing the full payment of your tuition as well. So there are other benefits within those benefits if you are looking to pursue higher education to improve your employability. Now, this money is available to children that are below the age of 20. Then you can apply for this money to pay for their graduation examination. Or if you are a parent and you just never got the chance to graduate from high school, then you can apply for this money, and it covers about 40 or 60% of the course fee that you need to take in order to graduate high school. Now we are at the final benefit that you can access. So the individual classroom stuff is just a fancy way of saying cram school for your child. So your child go at the designated time on the designated days to get assistance with their math, their English, and their Japanese. Maybe there are some municipalities or cities that offer extra subjects that are covered. However, the three main ones are math, English, and Japanese. And this program targets children that are at the elementary level, third grade elementary school, or they are in junior high school. Okay, so that completes the 10 services that are available to you as a single parent. And I have included in the description the Japanese names for these services, just in case you want to check either of them out at your city office. And if you have not already done so, go ahead, like this video. So don't be selfish. Share with other single parents that you know. And if you want regular updated content from Living Gaijin, go ahead and catch us on TikTok. Thanks for checking out Living Gaijin.